we started packing the paint, making them make extra passes and shoot uncomfortable threes that they didn't want to take. They're a big team known for scoring a lot in the paint and causing a lot of havoc with driving, and then finding somebody down low on the baseline. So we really just wanted to pack the paint and make sure that we make them kick it out, and then we close out to the three-point line.
Now, Trez, just before the game, we learned that Andre Drummond is going to be joining the mix. Just wondered what you thought of him in battles you guys have had over the years and what he might add to you.
He's a strong, solid player, man, on both ends of the floor, man, offensively and defensively. High caliber blocking shots, defensive rebound on the offensive end of the floor. He's a load. Guy gets down in the lane and demands his position. And, you can't miss him, man. He's a big, dominant presence, and it's definitely going to be a good, breath of fresh air to having him come on the top lineup. I think he's eager and ready to go and ready to get after it. That's a great attitude that, anybody can have coming into our organization. So. We can't wait for him to get here, and we're going to welcome him with open arms, and hopefully just continue to keep what we're doing well right now.
Dan Orkin. Hey, President, what happened to your knee? It looked like you were shaken up a little bit, and obviously you were able to stay in the game, but if you just kind of let me know what happened.
It's one of those plays kind of like a funny ball on your elbow. Guy drove baseline real hard, and I wear a pad on that knee, but he knee me literally right behind the pad. So it was kind of one of those things where I kind of felt like a tingling sensation going through my leg, and kind of just went on for a little minute. But it's like I said, it's one of those funny ball type things. I'm fine, but definitely something that scares you when it happens at that first point of contact.
Hey Trez, you were talking about Andre and sort of how he's fired up. I guess it sounds like you've been able to talk to him. What has your communication been like with Andre kind of leading up to him joining the team?
Well, I'm not even going to lie to you about that. I haven't talked to him, honestly, man. This is just more so coming from, the reports and just from our, GM, Rob. Speaking highly of him and his conversation with him, man. So just looking at things like that, man. You just see a guy who's ready to go, and then just in general, of me being a player and understanding his position, man. This guy's been sitting for 2.5 months almost, where he hasn't played the game that he loves, and he's able to be able to call his job, man. I mean, anybody would be eager to get back out there on the floor and be ready to get after it. Basically, it's one of those things. Just speaking from a player's perspective.
Hey Trez, Frank said before the game that when it comes to a situation like this, when they're bringing in a player, that they almost over communicate with like a guy like yourself who plays the same position. Do you have a sense of how bringing Andre in could affect your role, affect the big man rotation, and what's going to be different going forward?
No, I haven't thought about that. That's not something for me to think about. It's not in my control. It's not something that I make the decisions on. People, us in general, everybody, human beings, we spend a lot of time wondering about the things that we can't control, that we don't have any, basically any control on, man. So everything that you just mentioned is everything coming from the top office and coaching staff. It's nothing to do with me. I'm going to continue to keep playing the way that I play, bringing the energy that I bring, and just hope my teammates feed off it. We got a great player in Andre Drummond, who is going to definitely help our team on both ends of the floor and help our organization overall. But it's not something that I kind of wrap my mind on or jump in my head for a million questions, because at the end of the day, I don't have the answers to them.
And we got time for one more. It's the Dave McMenamin.
Hey Trez, you guys have had some tough news to digest as an organization between Anthony's injury and LeBron's injury, and some bouts of COVID was for some guys, concussion for Caruso, just some bad luck type stuff. Does this feel like a shot in the arm, getting Andre, having him choose you out of all the teams he could have chosen, and I think it could not just his play, but maybe change your guys' perspective of confidence or hope moving forward?
Well, to be honest with you, y'all have, media, you guys have looked at it as, a never-ending cycle once everybody got hurt. We haven't looked at it like that. We know what type of players we are. We know what we have in our locker room, and we know what we want to do. I keep telling y'all this over and over. I wish you would start listening. We're not playing for, just holding on or, just trying to get by while Bron's and AD is out. No, we get paid to do the same as that job. We're coming out here to compete, come out here to play the Lakers way we want to play the game and win games. It's not about holding on. It's not about, it's the end of the world when Bron got hurt, AD got hurt, they're just trying to hold. No, it's not that, man. I wish I would get it in y'all mind, and really wake up and see that, man. Everything that we dealt with is the same thing everybody in the league is going to deal with. Injuries, COVID, everything. So I just wish I would just stop saying that, this is, a breath of fresh air for y'all because y'all have it. No. No, so we're going to continue to keep playing. We're going to continue to keep building. Like I said, we got a great guy, and Andre Drummond coming onto our organization who's going to help us tremendously. And we're going to just try to continue to keep rolling and getting better as a team until Bron and AD gets back. Simple as that.